You're a very powerful person. What can we say?
Oh, not only that, but I am, what's the fucking word that guy said? Influential in some other word. They called us influential once. I was like, I've never influenced anybody.
Everybody.
I try. My grandma told me I was charismatic once, and I was confused.
Ooh.
I didn't know what that meant.
That's a great word.
Like, yeah, she said it to me when I was like 9. I was like, what the fuck is that?
She was clearly lying at that point. No one's fucking charismatic at 9.
Yeah, they are.
Shut up. No.
I wasn't charismatic at 9, but I think you can be.
Dude, I was charming as fuck at 9. Like I was like, I walk into a room, and I was like, oh, Dante's here. But I was also awkward. So when people were like, Dante's here, and I'm like, I am.
I always hid in a corner. That was me.
Yeah. Like,
I was quiet, yes.
We're recording.
Yeah, that's the best one.
So just wanted to let you all know, like, hey, we're in this.
Fuck you, Dante.
So that's us talking. I have guests. I have guests all the way from Philly because last week, a few weeks back, I had guests from Detroit. Both with not very great sports teams right now. Well, Philly won the Super Bowl, and I think the Sixers are okay. The Flyers might be okay. Baseball, Phillies are...
They lost the first game. That's all I know.
The last time I watched basketball in Philly was Iverson. So I'm a little out of touch.
We don't really watch Phillies. I root for Philly sports because I'm from Philadelphia.
Yeah,
that's
last
the rule,
year,
but I don't
last year's when I
watch
found
it.
out they changed the logo of the 76ers.
And you were
the colors,
very upset.
and they got rid of hip hop. That's a problem.
They changed the logo
From when Iverson was. They changed the colors and the logos.
So they had the old logo, then like they changed it to a new logo a la like early 2000s ish. They had a like fancier gold and black logo.
That's the Iverson
And
logo.
then they went back to the old logo.
Okay.
So it's kind of
But they got rid of hip hop.
They
You can't get rid of hip hop.
They did get rid of hip hop.
That was the best mascot ever.
Okay, I was thinking hip hop fish and chicken. That's what I was like. Hold on.
No, it was just a guy, bunny suit with a bandana on.
And now it's a blue dog. I don't know the dog's
That's
name.
a dragon, isn't it?
No, it's a dog.
I don't care.
The Sixers is a dog. I thought it was a dog.
Because that makes sense.
Well, I mean, this is not a fucking blue hen. I mean,
What's wrong with that?
It's fucking creepy. Hens aren't blue. Like, animals aren't blue. That shit is weird to me.
Well, there's a blue dog.
Is there? Is there?
What dog is blue?
The blue... No.
What?
Like, Blue Stooge doesn't count.
No,
The
she's not-
76ers mascot
No,
dog is
we're talking
blue.
about real animals.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Like, I don't think...
saying-
Is there... Like, fish don't count. But I don't think there's a...
I don't know. I remember hearing some kind of weird random fact that the color blue is not really found in a lot of things in nature anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like blueberries are purple. They're not even blue.
Most things that are blue are not actually blue.
Yeah.
Like, roses are red, violets are blue.
Violets are actually
Yeah, that's kind of...
violet.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. Who the fuck wrote... What bullshit poet wrote that, and why is that sticking?
Well, what are you going to do? Roses are red, violets are violet.
Yeah.
Not enough things rhyme
I don't know
with
what rhymes with
violet.
violet.
Not enough things rhyme with violet.
Oh, well.
So you
Purple.
changed it.
Roses are red, violets are violet. Go to school, become a pilot. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Look
And
at
then you're going to
that.
have everyone being aviators.
I think we need more aviators, to be honest. Like, if you ask me, but don't ask me shit.
I keep trying to let her to allow me to buy aviator glasses. Not the sunglasses.
You don't want regular
The regular
aviator.
glasses, so I can look like the
You don't want
creepy guy from the 70s. Like
I'm in.
No, you're not.
See, I have a co-signer.
Every single pedophile in those 80s movies has those stupid
First,
aviator
it's the
glasses.
70s,
In
and
the
I'm not a
80s.
pedophile.
This is 20... What?
No.
2021?
2021, yeah, that's right. No, he's still gonna look like those 80s pedophiles. You want those pencil
pedophiles
mustache
look
dudes?
different now, I think. I think they look like...
I think some of them still look the same. You're always going to have those people. We're clearly like, that's a pedophile.
He woke up that morning and was like, "Where's my uniform?" Like, what the fuck? Like, then somebody like sees him in the hall. He's like, "Dude, like we changed outfits
Yeah.
years ago."
Get rid of the tan button down.
The stained khaki pants.
Yeah.
And the one guy's like, "Wait a minute, I didn't know you were one of us, right? Because we changed uniforms."
Surprise.
Oh, so we have guests, Dunkle and Po,
Hello.
the wonderful host of the Shaded Corner. If you all didn't know, which you didn't because I just introduced, and then my wife just joined us. I'm going to grab her seat in a moment. She brought a wine glass because I think she decided that I'm just coming out here for the alcohol. Let's call it a drinking problem.
Yeah, we brought wine. You got to drink it.
All right, here, you can take this chair. We're going to share a microphone. Let's see if this works.
Yeah, it's a child's gummy.
What's that?
These are, I don't care. She's got plenty of stuff.
Well, no, I'm not judging.
You smiled at me like,
I smiled at you like, you going to share some of that?
Oh, I was going to say, just move the bag.
I see gummy bears.
I love candy. Especially gummy candy.
Yeah, like, I like all candy, but if you put some gummies in front of me,
They're gone.
yeah,
Like, we have a box of those. What are those? It's not Mott's, but it's like the Mott's fruits.
Oh,
snacks.
it's just like it's whatever they sell at
I
Sam's
take like
Club.
10 packs to work and I just eat them.
if I have fruit snacks, any kind of gummy snacks, because apparently after you like work out or train or anything,
Yeah.
it's good to
They're
eat
good.
those.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my excuse for going to 7-Eleven after training.
Yeah.
And it's still in my gi and flip flops, covered in sweat, and they're like, they look at me weird, and I just look at them like, I will kill you.
I
Just
want
give me the
some
fucking gummies.
it's funny that you mentioned that. Sophie mentioned
Hey,
that
there's a
today.
microphone.
It's funny that you mentioned that. Sophie mentioned that today. When I used to go to jujitsu with my daddy at night, we would go to the store and get blue chips before we come home. And
And
she
pizza.
licks her, yeah.
Like, shitty 7-Eleven pizza because that's
I've
how
never
I
had 7-Eleven pizza.
don't ever
Don't
have
do
7-Eleven
I've had
pizza.
their, taquitos or whatever
Taquitos.
back in the day, before Wawa was a thing.
I had their mozzarella sticks, unfortunately, once.
Yeah.
Because I ordered mozzarella sticks from someplace. They didn't deliver them. I didn't feel like going through the fucking trouble having to call them and make them, because I wouldn't want them after whatever hour it's going to take them to bring them.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going to run up to 7-Eleven and get some mozzarella sticks. I should have just fucking waited the fucking hour. Like, I got these fucking mozzarella sticks. I should have asked them to make me some fresh ones. I saw some shit sitting there. I was like, give me that.
There's no fresh ones. And that's the thing
They
about
don't believe in
7-Eleven.
that.
Everyone's always had one thing once because you never have it again. You just have it that one time and you learn your lesson.
There's this one dude. I don't know where he's from. I'm going to say Haiti. It sounds like he's from Haiti.
Sounds about right.
If I had to guess, he's from Haiti, white dude. And I think white people live in Haiti. They should.
We're all over the place.
Exactly
We kind of just worked our way into everything.
Mm-hmm.
colonizers.
Yeah.
Yeah. A plague.
Pretty much.
So I go in, and a really nice guy. It's like it's late, like after the bar late. I go in, I go to get a hot dog, and I saw a hot dog sitting there, and he knew the deal.
Yeah.
He knew you don't want those hot dogs.
Right.
So he was like, okay, I'll make you some new hot dogs. He's white dude with the accent and everything. And shit was tripping me out. I was like, what the? All right, dude, go ahead and make the hot dogs. I should have just had the ones that was sitting there. Dude burnt the fuck out of how do you burn 7-Eleven hot dogs, man?
I don't know.
And it wasn't just once. He did it twice. Because I showed up, I don't know how many weeks later, same dude, again, really, really
Maybe
nice.
he just likes burned hot dogs.
Maybe.
he thought you liked burned hot
He
dogs.
thinks that's the way they're supposed to be cooked.
Some people like burned hot dogs.
I do prefer them more.
I do when they're off the grill.
On the grill.
I'll eat them raw. I mean, they're already cooked.
So I
pretty
think
I mean, you can eat raw hot dogs.
But no thank you.
so.
yeah.
We're gonna probably have to adjust to a fourth microphone.
Oh, sorry. I'll be more loud.
I
Well,
can.
no, because it's hard for me to remember to turn the mic to you.
Yeah, I have. Like I
can
said, I
project
have them.
further.
Yeah.
Is that better?
We have an extra
Yeah,
mic.
let's
We-
make life easier.
Yeah. we
Our
have-
guest brought an extra microphone
How
because
cool.
they're great guests. They drove 15 hours to be on our show, and they brought a microphone
It really wasn't 15 hours.
for.
Yeah, no, it was
No,
17
it
hours.
was-
Where
got-
are you from?
It was,
We got lost.
it
We're
was
right down the
2.
street.
No, I'm gullible. Don't do that.
Oh,
Like, no, I thought
This
y'all
is the
were
best
from
news.
Philly.
No, we're actually from Nova Scotia by way of Alaska.
Nova Scotia.
So,
No, that's why it took us so long. We had to go that way.
all the way across the Canada.
All the roads were closed. All of them.
All the way
A lot of
across
snow
the
up there.
Canada.
They
Hey.
use Apple Maps, and you know how that goes.
We drove into the lake. We had to drive out of the lake. That's why I had to buy a kayak today. You know.
white people shit. You know.
White people.
Kayak. You need to buy 2 kayaks. What you really need is a canoe.
No.
Really, a 2-person kayak?
No, it's a 1-person kayak. She's waiting.
She just swam behind you.
I just like.
She's
She's
on
paddle
she's
all
on
the
the
way
shore
down.
with the rope to throw it in once I sink.
Yeah.
Because I can't swim.
He was like, "Here, hold this rope. If I fall in, pull me up." Like, but I'm in the water too. Yeah, just figure it out.
Can you not swim for real?
No, I can
Okay,
swim.
I was
I
like,
can-
you can't.
I could swim. I just can't swim well. Like, I'm not gonna survive. I can tell you that much. Like, if,
We're going swimming after this.
like, if this were the movie The Titanic and that fucking ship went down, and I'm looking at this shit, I'm just like, where? Yeah, why the fuck am I on this boat with y'all motherfuckers? Like, y'all knew I couldn't swim, and y'all putting all the kids in the fucking raft. All the kids.
And that's why he
Like,
won't get on a.
All these little motherfuckers gonna be orphans. Y'all putting them on the rafts.
I mean, it's a good reason.
It's a better reason than he has for not taking a
He
cruise.
said he'll drown in the pool on the cruise ship.
Wait, no.
My
His
reasoning
reason.
for not going on a cruise ship is because there are things under the water that we don't know about. Big things under the water that we never seen. I don't want to be the person to discover it while it comes up and eats the ship.
He's worried about a
That's
kraken.
mine. Yes, they exist, and I don't want to find them.
you were
I'm not
actually
worried about
correct. Like,
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. That's why I don't fuck with those. Whenever I watch any fucking movie with the ocean, and I see a wave come up,
Yeah.
I have a panic attack. I can't play video games that have underwater scenes. Mario.
Well,
1,
I can't play with
Nope.
underwater scenes because Sonic
that
destroyed
fucking
that.
too because of the
You
fucking
run out-
little counter.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun.
fuck that.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Fuck
Talk
Sonic.
about like making you like, oh, I'm gonna drown.
Well, and that's the thing.
That's the worst thing in the world.
You know you're gonna drown.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. That air bubble is too far away.
So I watched Lost on ABC, and in the final season, the Korean couple. If spoiler alert, I'm gonna let y'all know now. The Koreans
Yeah, I
died.
haven't seen it.
Be
I haven't
prepared,
seen
I'm
it yet.
gonna
Well, the
spoil
Koreans
Lost.
The Koreans died. So did everybody else eventually, but the Koreans definitely died.
Now I don't have to watch it, I guess.
I mean, I put it this way: it's all about the journey, not the destination. No, that really. That's
I heard the
really
journey
is.
was pretty crappy.
I heard
too.
the end.
Yeah,
The
it's like,
I
you
heard
wouldn't
the
wanna be on that
destination
plane.
was terrible.
I don't know. I didn't mind it because I think I was just kind of worn out at that point. I was like, good, you guys are done. But no, when the Koreans drowned, even more of a spoiler.
God.
That shit broke my heart because like
You love that couple.
because no, the
And
white
that's
guy.
when he was done. He was like, fuck this show.
Yeah, I kind of checked out because I think they killed like 4 people in that 5-minute window.
Oh, really?
Like
Wow.
the wife got pinned, and like long story short, basically this whole fucking bullshit thing. The couple got separated through this entire series from
Okay.
like season 2, and we're in season 6 now. They finally reunite, and they're like, I'll never leave you again. They're on this fucking submarine. A fucking explosion happens. The wife gets pinned. The husband can get away if he wants. He could be that guy.
Okay.
He'd be like, well, you know what? It's been real. I ain't been with you for the last 4 years, so what the fuck?
Well, especially after she left him on the helicopter after she thought he got blown up.
Well, yeah, because she thought he fucking got blown up.
Yeah,
Like,
he
why?
left me, so he could
That's
have dipped.
that's
But
another
he
thing.
didn't.
Don't go on a
He didn't.
submarine. Only bad things happen.
Yeah.
That one,
Especially with the fucking screen door. If you leave the fucking door open, the screen door and everything, it's fucking terrible.
Wait.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say. I was like, is
there's
that
no-
screen
there-
door on submarine?
Yes, there are. All of them have back porches where you can just go out and hang out. You leave the screen door open to get that nice summer breeze in there.
but no, like the wife got pinned and the husband, he stayed there with her and held her hand, and they're like, "I love you." They're saying it in Korean though, so I can't say it in Korean.
Right.
But they're saying "I love you," but it was like Korean, and it was like I cried. Like I've admitted a few times today to crying to some shit, but
Yeah, you did.
Like that shit,
He really did.
I cried. Like every time I see that shit, I go back and watch the series quite often. Every time I see it, I get misty. I'm like, God damn, dude, you do it every time. Why are you watching this shit? But then there are other parts of that season that made me cry too.
Ooh, it's already over.
Yeah. But let me go get the microphone.
All right. And while he's doing that,
Oh, wait, I gotta move.
oh yeah.
No, it's cool. I'll just get up.
So as we are 15 minutes into this, again,
Oh, it's fizzy.
we are having
It's slightly carbonated.
our guest this episode from the host from damn dude, I'm stuttering all over the place. All right, so let's try this again. This week's guest, they're the host of the Shaded Corner podcast, which is a podcast I listen to weekly. And no big deal. Like my guest and my wife are just talking over me and everything while I'm trying to introduce everyone, and like they just being rude and shit. But my guest this week is Dunkle and Po, a husband and wife duo. I guess that's what husband and wives are.
Yeah, duo.
A duo
pairs.
with their podcast. So, they decided to come on down, do the podcast with us. Really, I'm just trying to stall. I'm probably just going to edit all this part out. Because right now they're fucking eating gummies in front of me and shit. Like,
Oh, that's good.
and I just feel like an
Look
asshole.
how cute this bunny is.
It's Haribo.
What is
It's
these?
their Easter packet.
The Haribo
And
is
then
the best.
at Christmas they have packets of just red and green, which are my
Listen,
favorite.
if you go to any like
What was
German
that? Because
stores,
that's terrible, whatever that was.
Oh god, yes.
Any
Haribo
they have, like,
Alka-Seltzer.
I don't have a stand, but
they have like
Okay.
50,000.
I thought I had another
Flavors.
stand, but maybe I don't.
That's why I can hold it.
just hold it and sing to us.
Yeah.
I used to perform on stage.
I wish we
so
had
it
like
was fun.
the headphones set like Janet Jackson. She's like, control.
They're really good.
So let's see here.
Yeah.
Test that microphone. Oh shit. I guess
Haribo
make
Easter
sure.
packets. You get like the
Because I never used the
big
fourth
ones.
port, so I don't even know what any of this shit.
I need to buy the giant one and just like dive in and start ripping it.
That would be good.
The
I'll
giant
let you know.
gummy- yeah,
I feel like it's too much.
I'm skeptical.
Now, are we still recording?
Yeah, I never paused.
Okay.
I was trying to like talk, but they kept eating gummies and
The
talking
best
shit.
thing for any podcast is to eat gummy bears while recording. Because you just hear the smacking. Can't really talk while chewing it.
I mean, God damn it, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
It's worth a shot. She's not gonna miss it because she's got all her other little stuff upstairs. Make it.
Oh, okay. So I need to get some more wine in my system. I'm gonna try this blueberry one
Yeah, I bet you.
because I know she
I'm
can't
gonna have to
drink
take a
it.
picture
so.
of it for Shy because she loves like the blueberry coffees and stuff like that. And she'll love
So-
that one.
Speaking of coffees, because I've heard your gripes with coffee. Like people always ask you, "Hey,
Yeah.
give me a coffee." You're like, "I don't fucking drink coffee."
Yeah, I don't know
Is
how
that-
to.
You don't like your coffee? You don't like your coffee?
I don't like coffee. I didn't start drinking like caffeine stuff until like last year.
Oh, I kind of lived off that stuff as a kid. Tea. My parents would give me a little bit of
Hey,
coffee.
so
and
he
a little
brought your
cup.
microphone for a reason.
But I don't have. Is it plugged in?
Yes.
I
Why would
didn't
it not be
know.
plugged in?
You might just have to turn it on.
This one?
No, the one at the top, just flick it up. Right.
This one? No, this one.
Yep.
Got it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not a push, it's a push. Got it. Okay. So can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's not helpful.
Did you hit the button?
The
button that-
Who's got the button?
It doesn't work. It doesn't do anything.
So say something.
Oh, I think. Yeah.
Oh, so I did a thing there, but I didn't do a thing there.
Oh.
Say something else. Like there, not here.
Don't know what to say, but okay. Hi. Can you
All right,
hear me now?
maybe it's making
no?
noise. I don't know.
You're not sure?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Like,
We'll figure it out
we'll-
later. With
we'll
this
figure it
gap,
out
so
later.
Nobody can hear
We'll
me.
dub it in.
so honestly, when you listen to the episode, it's just like there's a blank space. It's like I'm pretty sure there's a fourth person talking. It's like there wasn't though.
Just
Like-
silence.
It's
Thank
just
you.
editing
Thank
all
you.
that.
You might be able to hear it like a whisper off of someone else's microphone, but
That's all right.
It's okay.
It's a careless whisper.
Want to smell
What?
it? Want to smell it?
Fucking weirdo.
I am, and it
I don't
smells
smell
delicious.
anything.
No, I'm always like, oh, you got some alcohol? Can I smell it? Like, I want to drink
fucking
it.
smell
Just
nothing.
Smell it.
I like look, alcohol for me, as I've said plenty of times, is just for purpose. It's not for taste. It's not for anything. Although this does taste delicious, I'm just drinking to get fucked up. I'm not drinking.
That's what liquor is for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
That's,
liquor-
that's what all these like bottles behind the TV are. It's just
Like,
like,
I'm on the
to get
fence.
trash.
When I drink liquor, I'm doing it to get trash. Like if I'm drinking wine, it's to enjoy it. Liquor is more so.
It has to taste good. Like, I disdain drinking vodka because it's like drinking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
I'd rather have something else.
I had the best drink ever last night at.
Outback.
Was it last night or the night
It
before?
was last night at Outback.
Outback Steakhouse has a huckleberry hooch.
What?
It's blueberry moonshine with like strawberries mashed up and berries and
It's moonshine.
it's
Like-
delicious.
I had a peach slushy thing
Oh.
that
That
was
was good, too.
delicious.
Speaking of moonshine, we knew someone. There's a lady in Baltimore that used to make bathtub moonshine,
Okay.
and you could only get it if you knew her.
Right.
And you were a firefighter, and you could prove that you were a firefighter. She would only sell it to people who were firefighters.
She
And
had a thing for firefighters?
I don't know, maybe her husband was or something like that, but she would only sell it to them. And it was the best moonshine I've ever had. It was called Christmas. And
Okay.
it smelled like Christmas in a bottle. It had cinnamon and all the good things.
That's-
It was this wonderful amber color. It was thick and syrupy, and it was dangerous.
Oh, it's moonshine.
Very,
It's-
very
yeah,
dangerous.
Actually, so the story I told you about when I like flung the girl who bit
Yeah.
my arm, I didn't understand moonshine.
Okay.
So I poured a glass of moonshine. They're like,
Yeah.
and everyone looked was like,
Oh, he going
yeah,
hard.
you should have
like,
just poured a
Oh,
shot.
darling.
And me being me, I was
oh.
like, I'm all in. So I started chugging.
You weren't ready.
You can tell he's never had family from the mountains because he.
Yeah.
Because, I'm from Detroit.
I know.
We
My
don't
great
got mountains
grandfather
in
used to be a
Detroit.
preacher, used to make moonshine during the whole what was it Prohibition time?
Prohibition.
Yeah, the Prohibition and
Prohibition.
thank you. And he'd have his pregnant daughter-in-law truck it down the mountain to sell. But you made money where you could, and moonshine is
It's a good money making business.
it is a
It's volatile.
well, you have to check it, of course. You got to make sure you do it right, or else you did.
It either
But,
explodes up or you get the wrong
Well,
liquid
no,
off
it's-
top and then
I
you
think
Yeah,
die.
off the
that's
top.
Yeah.
The top
crystal
part.
meth.
Oh, I know about
You
moonshine.
got to burn it a little bit first.
I know moonshine.
Right, we know moonshine.
My
Do you
family's a
have
bunch of
family?
hillbillies.
Oh, my family's from Kentucky, so yeah, there's
Yeah.
that.
We're from the hills of PA.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that also works.
Yeah, they got their moonshine.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm an Eastern European immigrant, so no.
Well, I mean, I
She's
have
got her
family that
vodka.
hails back from the Mayflower and all that. I also have Native American, and just we're mutts in this house, so we're a little bit everywhere.
I wasn't born here. I was born in
really?
Kiev, Ukraine.
Lovely.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
I came here when I was 3.
Yes, it's so cool.
Yeah, so all my family does is just
I-
like slap a bottle of vodka and cognac on the table and
That
just
makes
like
sense.
chug.
Sounds like a fucking party to me. I'm like, why do we spend Christmas here? Let's spend. Wait, you guys do Christmas?
We do New Year.
I
For New
do.
Year.
But,
She doesn't.
Celebration.
all right, do you do the vodka and cognac?
I don't do vodka anymore.
Neither do I.
Because-
but it sounds like a
Well,
party
Hey,
no,
anyway.
no, there's
Our-
a story.
I had a best man. He ended his tenure as my best man before the wedding came around. But we had our
I didn't know you could
engagement.
resign as best man. I thought you
Well,
just
he
had to
didn't
see that
resign.
shit out.
He-
Fired.
He just disappeared.
He was kind of.
He just disappeared.
It's kind of like a self.
He had done it before, and like he was my best friend for many, many years. And then at one point he disappeared for 3 years, like gone, ghosted.
Wow.
And then he came back, just like nothing happened. I was like, "You do this again, don't fucking come back. Like, this is ridiculous." And then he did it again. So, but anyway, so we're at this party.
It's like Runaway Bride.
Yeah, we're at this party, and he's giving me vodka and Coke mix, half and half, whatever. So I'm down.
I
in that
went to the
shit.
wrong Coke. When you said vodka and Coke, I was like, God damn.
It was one of those parties. We
It
got
was
Coke,
not one of
heroin.
those
Shiny lines.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was fabulous.
I was like, what kind of wedding is this?
the best. We're white. And so he was giving me half and half of that. And later in the evening, I was told that he was giving me just straight vodka.
Like he
in
was giving
big
him like
cups.
3/4 of vodka and 1/4
So at one-
of Coca-Cola.
Just enough to color it.
Yeah. At one point,
Just enough to make him believe that he
I
wasn't
was
drinking
feeling
that
sick
bad.
After I had about 20 of those, and I made my way out to the backyard and commenced throwing up for 3 hours. And then I came in and then threw up for 3 more hours in the bathroom. And there still is no grass growing where I was throwing up in that yard.
It was my it
And
was,
this
at my
was-
cousin's house.
This was
and there's like a huge hill in the back.
14 years ago.
And like it's a huge hill that slopes up. So he went about halfway up the hill and just like laid there.
Now the grass was wet and cold. Now, that's the best.
Comforting.
Yeah. You're just lying down. Your body's overheated.
overheated,
You're like
yes.
you're laying in this nice wet grass. It was the best thing. For throwing up, not the best. Because I don't throw up well.
No.
I have like seizures when I throw up. Like it just keeps coming, even when there's nothing coming up. It's horrible.
That's one of my least favorite things to do. Is like anytime that I'm like fucked up and I know that I gotta throw up, I force that shit back down.
Yeah,
Like
it don't happen.
About a month and a half ago, something was going on.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel right, and I knew I had to throw up. And I was like, "No, the fuck you don't."
No, because if you hold it long enough, it'll just disappear.
Yeah.
If I'm not like horribly wasted,
You're
I
fine
can
throwing
puke.
up.
I can puke and rally.
Yeah, I can't. I'm done.
So there had been times, earlier in life where I'd puke while walking, not miss a beat, just keep going.
yeah, I never had that.
I did that a couple.
He's done that a few times.
Like
done that.
I puked once, caught it in my hand,
Oh God,
threw it, and just kept rolling with life.
I caught someone else's puke in my hand,
All right, that's not okay.
and their dentures.
Now that's okay.
My first,
Good man.
my first job in one of my first jobs in working in a nursing home. My reflexes teach me if something's falling or whatever, you catch it. I don't know why. She just went, but, and then my hand went out and I caught some dentures.
Now, sorry, I'm like looking at this fight. I'm looking at the girl that just got beat, and it didn't make sense. But then I realized it's Amanda Nunes' wife. And I was like, oh, that's why her last name was Nunes. And I was like, why are they all taking pictures? Because I was like, oh,
Married to a girl?
yeah, that's allowed.
I know it's not. I didn't know.
They actually have a baby too.
Do they?
I don't think.
Aw.
Yeah,
that they
yeah, it
did
is. It is.
together.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, you can
But-
do that through scissoring now, I've heard.
Hey, there's some
man.
wild things going on out there where I don't know. Like dudes out there like having babies, they got full beards, giving birth. I was like,
It's new age.
all right, I guess.
It's a thing.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, look, who am I to
would
judge?
imagine they would if they're in training, so that wouldn't be any good. You'd be out of commission for quite a while. So
Yeah, I
imagine
would-
a surrogate or adoption.
Yeah, I
would be your
wouldn't.
best
I wouldn't.
better
I
option.
don't. What are the rules?
No. The girl who actually, her in the blue.
Oh, she birthed it?
I'm pretty certain she birthed it.
wonderful.
But they're also like super athletes, so they've already
Bounce
been
back
like their
pretty
body's
quickly.
already in shape, so they can bounce right. Like actually, both the fighters
You know, they
actually
had, like,
just had a
fights lined
kid
up where they're
within.
Like, no, I'm gonna take time off and do
But-
this, and then go back. you
But
know?
what's the policy for fighting while pregnant? Like, is it like a
I
tag team
don't
match?
believe you're
'Cause then you
allowed
gotta-
to do that.
Only pregnant people can fight other pregnant people, or does the
No,
babies
no,
have to fight?
I don't
I would be
think you're
in for it.
allowed to
You would
fight.
You
because
just-
you're in good shape. You can still train to a certain point, but there is no fighting allowed.
No,
for
you
that.
just have both pregnant women
Just belly
walk.
bumping?
No, you just walk next to each other and have the babies fight it out through the skin.
I'd be a horrible promoter because I'm like, fuck it, do
Who
it,
would pay for watching that?
sign it.
Yeah.
pretty
Dude,
boring.
there's
They
some
don't do
there's some really
I mean,
fucked up.
yeah.
fights that
Also, would
people
be
pay
really
for.
expensive because like that probably takes some special equipment to be able to like watch them fight.
Nah,
No,
just
you
put it on
just-
Fox.
Look, you put it late enough at night,
Billy Fox.
and people will believe anything. Just like, just have commentary over top, like, oh, look at that right hook, blah blah blah. They're like, wow, look at it.
Half the time, it is the commentators that keep the action going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, if it's a good fight and the commentary is trash, nah, I'm like, all right. I mean, you should be into it, but I'm not. But it could be a trash fight, and the commentator's like, dude, look at, oh my god, look at that kick, dude. This is a boxing match. I know, right? And he still threw a kick. You know, just believe it, go with it. And
Yeah.
honestly, if it's on at 3 a.m, I'd watch it. Look, I've bought some dumb shit at 3 a.m. I didn't even realize I bought it. So, you know, I'd watch whatever the fuck is on.
Was it one of some of those Random House CDs back in the day?
Yes,
Cassettes?
actually,
Yeah.
I would owe them money, but I think the statute of limitations are over. So I think that's how that works.
Once the business goes bankrupt, I don't think I
Like,
owe them any
oh
more
no,
money.
yeah, Blockbuster, they can kiss my ass. They ain't getting none of those movies back. Like I kept Dave Chappelle, Killing Me Softly comedy special, and there was another movie I kept, and I was like,
What are you talking about? There's that door back there. You have like millions of Blockbuster VHSs
Do you
back
remember
there.
we actually
It-
went and bought a whole bunch?
yeah,
of
when
that
no,
one
it
down
was
the street from us.
Yeah.
Planet Hollywood closed now.
No, Blockbuster 2.
I don't remember. I remember they closed.
that
I don't
the
remember
old
going there
place?
and buying the shit. I remember because there's a
We got
Verizon. there.
DVDs, not VHSs.
I
You
know.
didn't get the good stuff then. You gotta get the VHSs.
So I think, I text you the movie, like this movie that comes on Shutter TV.
Oh, The Pit?
like nonstop. Actually, I was watching.
Yeah, he said
so
it.
bad, it's funny.
I know. That's my type of movie.
That's his favorite
As soon
kind
as
of
I
I
movie.
saw
looked up
it-
the photos, just like I typed it in Google, and it
You
popped.
just-
I was like,
you
"This
just-
is it.
You
This
have to watch it.
So
Yeah.
It's so bad.
so I was
it's good.
watching this
His favorite types
4-hour.
of movies.
It was a 4-hour documentary about horror movies in the 80s, and that came up again. I was like, dude, this movie's haunting me now, and it's fucking great because it's so bad. Like,
Yeah, it's the best. I don't want a scary movie that's scary.
That kid talking
So-
to his scary ass teddy bear that talks back, which is in his head, is just.
Is it
so
in his head
great.
though? We don't know
I
that.
don't know that. I don't know.
I don't think it
the
is.
Kid's kind of off, so probably it's like those weird '70s teddy bears. And
Yeah.
Just like, oh, they're creepy.
Yeah, I saw the
anyway.
picture of him holding it. I was like, I'm in.
Yes.
I'm all in.
Yes,
Dude,
just do
there's
it.
this one scene where he lures someone into the pit. And it's like the way I'm looking is like, yo, how stupid is that person? Like,
Oh, the little kid. that
they
was
they just
bullying him?
like I don't know one of
The-
them.
the first
Like,
was
well,
the little girl
spoiler,
that bullied
he
him.
hasn't seen it
I
yet.
didn't see
That's why I'm trying to
everything.
kind of
It-
dance
it
around.
does-
it.
That
it's-
was the wildest part.
Like these movies, are there really any spoilers to it? Like,
Man,
it's
yeah.
just
I mean, you could probably spoil it and it's still worth watching to him.
Well,
It's
look,
still
the
worth
best
it.
part
Yeah.
to me is when he fucking takes the old lady in a wheelchair and just takes off with her. Like, he ran out of people to throw into the pit, and he saw the old lady and just takes off, and she's like, "Woo!"
nice.
So
Nobody stops him pushing her around town. Come on,
Yeah.
stop,
That-
make us stop.
that's probably the highlight
Everybody's
to
like,
me.
We
Well,
want her to go too.
that and there's a part where the bear, because they get some titty pics, and the bear goes, "I'm gonna look at these
It's a
tonight."
lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at these a lot.
And you're just like, and how he gets the pictures are even better. So you just
God.
you
This-
have
All right, I'm a order that tonight and have
Right.
it shipped to the house.
That-
Amazon.
Shit is
No,
outstanding.
Just get Shudder for free for a
Like,
week.
No, if it's as good as you say, I'm going to own this
Yeah, it
movie.
was like-
Okay, never mind.
no,
Yeah,
no,
it
no. I
like-
have a collection
I was
of
gonna say,
bad
try
movies.
it out first before
Nope,
you get by. No,
all
I'm
in.
gonna buy
What? It's going to be $5.99.
Probably.
Maybe
I don't know.
if
I'm gonna
like,
tell you right now. I'm gonna look it up.
if
I'm
they're
only
greedy,
buying
it's
one
$5.99,
for
but
free
chances
Look,
are
I
it's
No.
I
$2.
rented Willy's Wonderland for $20. The Nicolas Cage one.
I don't know that one.
It's
No,
it's like
it's
it's
his
Five Nights at
newest
Freddy
movie.
kind of thing.
Mm.
It's horrible,
I'm sure.
but it's amazing. It was worth $20 for one view.
If you are into really cheesy, bad horror movies, it's definitely worth a watch.
It's wonderful.
So it's weird because Marilyn Phil, he was like, we should watch that and do a commentary on it. And for some reason, I don't know what it is with Nicolas Cage. It's like, I like Nicolas Cage, but at the same time, it's like, I like him in those doses where it's like, look, you got to trick me into watching that movie. Like, you got to tell me, hey, man, we're going to watch Black Widow. She's going to fall again and die. Sign me up. And then it's fucking Nicolas Cage doing some
It's
fucking weird
Willy's
shit.
Wonderland.
Yeah,
And-
but the good
and
thing
I'm
about
in.
this is he doesn't say one word through the whole thing.
He doesn't talk.
Not one fucking word, and it's brilliant. You don't gotta listen to his run his mouth.
I'm intrigued now.
Yeah,
Right? He's good at.
I know
doing
it's going
that.
to come on for free
Yeah.
somewhere.
But here's the thing: the good thing about it is it's the movie's made to make fun of him being the shitty movies. So it's aware of itself.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's fabulous.
Like
Yeah.
that, I'm into. Just
It's not meant for people to think like, oh my god, it's such a great movie.
Oh no. I think he's given up on that.
I don't think
years
he's
ago.
okay with that.
So
no.
The Pit on Amazon is $20.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
I'm
Get the
trying to
fuck-
just watch it on
Dude,
Shudder,
nah,
and
fuck all
then,
that.
you know,
I'm gonna burn a copy off the goddamn computer for you.
No. You guys say it's that good. I'm buying this shit.
Like, no, it's
the end is wild. I won't spoil it. I read it on Wiki. I was like, oh, wow.
like the movie in itself is just one of those movies where it's like I can't stop looking at it because it's wild. I'm like,
Yeah.
By the time you realize what you're watching, you're 3/4 of the way through, and you're just like, oh, man, I may as well fucking finish the last quarter at this point. Like, I don't watch
You're
these
all
fucking
right.
creatures do
Right.
creature shit.
Yeah.
And it's fucking weird. What's wild is like you got this fucking weird ass bear, this weird ass kid who's trapped in like super in the because he said he was gonna do something for the girl. I think he was like gonna carry something, and she did it herself. She's like, I can do it. He was like, I said I would do it. He was
Okay.
like fuck, relax, son. Like,
I
goddamn.
really wanted to do it.
And then there's this pit of monsters. And it's just like, so you got 3 wild ass things. It's like, do they connect? And I don't think they do.
Nice.
I think I think some writer has some coke and was just like, just fucking put them together.
Yeah.
Make it
I
work.
mean, it is.
It sounds
from
good to me,
it's
guys.
From
It sounds good.
1981, so yeah, they're
I mean,
doing all kinds of stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's put this together with this, and
I mean, like any movie that came out before 1982 is still kind of suffering from the 1970s.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, 1970s they had like a Doctor Strange movie where Doctor Strange looked like a porn star. So,
well,
like,
I can see it.
like
Okay.
that. No, he straight up had the porn star mustache and everything. The pimp collar and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
I was like, damn, dude, like you about to sling some dick. So, it's it's still in
on the
it.
backgrounds, then you know.
I mean, not if you watch it on
Signature music
silent. I
back
mean, like sometimes it's okay to watch porn on silent.
Okay, here, watching porn on silent, depending on the media you're watching it on, not always the best. Like when you find 8mm reels of
my
porn from the
God.
70s in your ceiling, and then you go and you track down a projector, and then you watch these, and since there's no sound, they put the sound effects on the screen, like slurp and yeah,
It's like a silent film.
it is.
It is a
It
silent.
is.
They
But
were
so
silent
they put
films.
the-
Yeah, they put in like parentheses, like all this other stuff, and you're just like, okay,
Oh,
I'm in. Like, sign me up.
wow.
I got about 8 of those.
We have them
It seems
with the screen.
just seems really fucking weird.
We rented
where
an
it's like-
apartment for my friend, and like on top of like his second floor apartment that only one other person that lived there had. We're like looking
had the
around.
porch ceilings, like
you know,
those in schools.
kindergarten
Yeah.
pop ceilings. He goes in the closet, pops one, and like he's like, "There's stuff up here." 8mm
That's
porn
fine,
reels.
Man.
Speaking of 8mm reels, Nicolas Cage, one of his better movies,
Yeah.
8mm.
I don't think I ever saw that.
What?
I did.
Yeah,
When I say it's one of his better movies, just don't bother.
I stick to The Rock and Con Air,
Fair.
and maybe if I'm in the good mood, Face Off. It's a good movie.
Yep.
Dude, I
But
I
watched it
just don't-
recently. I was like, it does not hold up.
Doesn't
That's why.
age well?
That's why I'm not
No,
going to watch
it does not
it.
age
However,
well.
The Rock and Con Air
Oh,
do
no, they're fine.
age well because
no.
they are horrible,
Right.
Yeah. Well, so
but good horrible.
yeah,
Him
they.
coming off that plane with that bunny is just the best.
Yeah,
So I feel like Con Air works.
Yes.
Like Con Air works anytime.
yeah.
The Rock, it can work. Face Off, they're redoing Face Off.
I'm
Are
not
they
surprised.
really?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, number one, why.
Because they want money.
Can they at least make
They can make
actors
money
have
off
the
of
same body
anything
shape?
else.
Yeah,
I don't
This
know.
makes a lot more sense.
What
than-
is it?
Well, because it bothered me. I mean, I loved that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. I binged it. So
We have
but-
2 copies of it.
Yeah. It,
I bought one, she bought one. Then we moved in together and said, well, we got to get rid of one. And we were like, but we can't.
There are some movies I have like 3 copies of.
that happens to us.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
Especially when you lose someone you like.
Where did
You
it
are
go? You
nowhere
buy
near the
another one.
microphone. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
But like, yeah.
So
we just,
the thing is, in my headphones, I was like, yeah, I can't hear. But then watch when we turn on the actual playback, I was like,
it'll be fine.
I guess it was
It-
fine.
Computer picked
always
it up.
Bothered me.
Just be near the microphone.
Oh, it's fine.
It's not fine.
That John Travolta has such a different body type, size
Oh,
wise,
yeah.
to Nicolas Cage. I'm like, how is this going to work? Like,
I think for this remake, they need to just have the same, just have all the same cast.
just make a
Yeah,
clone. It's
just-
so
yeah.
much easier.
I'm in. Do it that
A
way.
robot clone.
No,
Who's going to know?
you got to have Nicolas
will they
Cage
know?
now and John Travolta now,
Right.
The wife, the kids,
and
everything.
yeah.
Do it all.
And now their body types are even more completely different.
get Gina Gershon, get her in there. Like, I want them all, everyone.
That-
Like even if somebody's passed away and no longer alive, fucking Weekend at Bernie's that motherfucker. Get them in that fucking movie.
Yeah, just put their face on them, like in Mandalorian.
Yeah,
It's
it'll
just-
work.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It'll be fine.
I mean, they want Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker. Like, why?
Yeah.
Just like nah. Just fucking throw a Luke Skywalker face on somebody.
Just put a
Make it
sock
work.
They
puppet
did.
up and be like, yeah, that's it.
At this point with Star Wars, we're all satisfied with just anything. I was like, you know what? You can't be worse than Episode 9. Just fucking do it. Just fucking.
I still
throw
haven't
out
seen
there.
it, but I'm not a Star Wars person.
I don't even. I'm a Star Wars
I like
person.
Ewoks and battle droids.
I watched Episode 9 and immediately forgot almost everything that happened in it. That's what Episode 9 was to me. Like I watched it, couldn't remember anything.
I watched Episode 9, and the first viewing, I was like, I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it. It's done. Then when it comes out, turn it on the TV, and I'm watching. I was like, ugh. What? Like, wait, did I miss this part? Like, did the movie start this way in the theater? Like, they just jumped into a movie. Didn't tell me nothing. Just jumped to a movie. Like, so these motherfuckers just running around. Like, no reason. Okay, cool. And then the more that it went on, the more confused I got. And then I just said, you know what? It's fine. I will accept it. It's what it is. Because, look, I was entertained. Things blew up. People got shot. Not by stormtroopers, obviously.
Obviously.
But, you know, things got shot. Creatures made noises. You know, it was like, you know what? I'm entertained. That's what I'm there for. For movies now, I'm just there to be entertained.
Yeah.
And I'm not there for a plot. I don't care about plots anymore because I'm 43. I don't got time to be worrying about plots. I'm going to die.
I'm 43.
I'm 43. I don't want plot
Fuck
anymore.
plots. Just give me some fighting, some animals making some gurgling
I
noises,
no
and
longer
we're
want
good.
to be invested. I just want to be entertained.
Yeah, just
I think I'm just going to make that the title of the episode. Fuck plots.
Yeah.
Just people know what they're getting into with this episode. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And they turn around, I was like, okay, I guess that's what the title meant. Fuck
I'm
plots.
just happy when I see a plot that's different from another one. I'm like, oh, it's not a repeat of something else. Great.
I like
Yeah, that's
movies.
very
Just
rare.
why the pit was just wild. I'm like, that's like,
Well,
I've
so-
never heard of something like this.
Neither did they.
No, neither-
I'm sure the production, like the studio was just like,
At the end of every day, they just turn to each other like, "What the fuck are we making?"
but then,
And then we're going to sell for $20,
Sounds like
20, 30 years
30
later.
plus years later,
Yeah.
almost 40 years later. Yes.
some asshole right now is like, dude, I got $20.
Yep, and it's me.
There's like,
gonna
they're
see
like,
this in the
do we have
theater."
any more copies of that movie? No, that's the only one that exists, and it went for $20. And hey, I mean, look, dude, it's worth it. Like, I think that movie is a goddamn masterpiece. I couldn't explain why, but it's a
That's-
masterpiece.
That's how I feel about the movie Rubber.
oh my god, it's so bad.
It's a masterpiece.
It's such a so I'm not as much
Okay,
of a fan
so
as
I-
like really
I-
bad cheesy movies.
Does it have to do with like rubber latex? or
No.
something?
I'll
Oh,
explain
okay.
the story.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I have
Okay, well,
no.
you're in for a treat.
Oh boy.
So I won't give much away, but I'll give you the idea of it. One day, you're in with the cameraman or whatever. You're filming the desert, and a tire is in the desert. Well, that tire comes to life.
I think I have seen this.
It's brilliant. That tire comes to life and then rolls through town, killing things and people. And it kills it. They just film a tire rolling down the road, and then they vibrate the tire, and that's when it's telekinesisly whatever.
Telepathically.
Words. Yeah, that's it. Blows things up.
What?
No sound.
Yeah.
No sound effects.
And-
It just
It's
shakes.
just sonic
It
waves.
just
It's
shakes.
it makes it. It's good.
Does it?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, okay,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
then-
a little deep.
And then kills it. Kills whatever. But the way it's filmed. So I went. One of the things I went to school for was film. So, like, it kind of is making fun of the filmmaking process. So they're showing how it's weird because you have the film going on, and then you have the people watching the film while the film's going on with binoculars and all. So it's just like playing on itself. But even if they didn't have that, and you just have a tire rolling down the street killing things, you have me.
So, hearing that has inspired me further to want to write a screenplay now. And
Literally,
film
we're,
it
It
we're,
doesn't
we're
take a
proving
lot.
that anyone can write anything.
And then
Obviously.
not only that, I will film it on my Android phone because people can film movies on their iPhones and they make big shit about it. Like, I filmed the whole movie on my fucking
Well,
iPhone.
no. You need. Do you have the new phone? You have to have 3 camera lenses on your phone, otherwise it's not a real movie.
I don't know what I have.
He has 3 cameras.
Do you have the?
Do I have 3
It's the-
cameras?
it's
I don't
the
know
10.
what those things are.
I didn't
No,
gi-
that's
I didn't
not-
give him the 20. I got him the 10.
What?
What the fuck?
20? What's a 20?
Yeah.
So they
Isn't that what that was? I don't
No,
know.
12. 12 is
Oh,
the new
it's
one.
12.
so the Samsung phone, they're on the S20.
That's
Actually, no, they're on S21 now,
Ah,
which is confusing because they went S9, S10, S20, and S21. I felt like 30 should be next because I know how to count by tens, but they obviously don't. So they just said 21. So I don't know. Maybe next one will be the S31. I don't fucking know.
I had my S7. Was it the 7? Blew up on me.
I wanted. So what did I have?
Yeah.
I had an S4, and I wanted the S5 because I know how to count.
Yeah.
5 is next. They told me I had to get an S8 because it's going to be cheaper to get the 8 than to get a 5.
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
It's total.
But I didn't want an 8. I wanted a 5.
Yeah, but you had to get 8.
Yeah, because I'm a
I'm not
completionist.
gonna pay more.
But
He's
I
gonna
wanted the
take the
5
cheaper
because you got to go in order.
Yeah.
Like, I started with 3, so obviously I missed 1 and 2. That's fine. I'll get them on fucking previously on.
Right.
But then I get to 4. 4 was fine, but it was getting old, and I was like, let's go to 5 because 5 has some new features. And I was down. But they're like, no, go with 8. They've got better features, and it's going to be half off. And I was
Right.
like, why is it half? Well, shouldn't the 5 be much cheaper then?
No, it's vintage at that point.
Oh, fuck vintage. I just
This is where I would be a bad salesperson to you because I would just throw a sticker that said 5 on it and like, here you go, this is the 5. Just
know
cover
what?
up that
would have
8.
been fucking perfect because I am a simple child. And I was just like, oh, I got my fucking 5. And then someone one day would look at my phone like, dude, that's a fucking 8.
Well, you'll see it every time you boot it up. It'll say it on there.
Dude, I don't pay attention to none of that. I just see bright lights and I'm like, ooh, look at that. That's shiny. But, I don't know. I just stop selling me shit that I don't need. Just let me go in the order that I want to go. But then they're trying to save me money. I get it. But you're a shitty salesman because you're not making yourself money. Just let me buy the expensive one and get your fucking commission.
They probably got more commission off the new phones. That's probably what they were doing.
Probably fuck them for manipulating me then. They're stealing money from me. I think.
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a shitty salesman too because at work I always tell people like don't.
I'm a great salesman.
Like-
I can sell anybody anything.
No, I can
I
sell
should
people.
be a car salesman.
So the thing that I do is I talk down the product.
Yeah.
To make you want to get it, like because we have to get you to get insurance.
Right.
Like it has to happen. And most times, if I tell you, get this insurance, like the maximum one is $10,000. It's $50.
Yeah.
And, people are like, oh, well, I guess I'll get it. I was like, slow down. Do you think you're going to have $10,000 worth of damage? Get the fucking $5,001. It's $25. Like, you're right. And now they trust me. So
Yeah.
now I can sell them any fucking thing in that office now.
Gotcha.
They don't need bubble wrap.
Right.
But guess what? They're about to
getting
get
it.
some bubble wrap.
Yep.
They don't need shrink wrap. But guess what they're fucking getting?
Yeah.
Shrink wrap. They don't need the newspaper print. Guess who's got newspaper print now? Them. You know why? Because I saved them money on the fucking insurance that they didn't want to fucking get, but I got them to get the cheaper one so they
Right.
can spend more money on fucking merchandise,
There you
which
go.
actually helps us more. So fuck them. And, just fuck them all. Okay.
I don't miss sales. It was so frustrating. I liked selling people stuff that they didn't need or want, but they're so stupid that they would frustrate me to no end. So I don't miss sales one bit.
Like, I wish, like when people walk into Verizon, they're there to buy a cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sell you the phone. I know you're going to buy a phone. We're supposed to be trying to sell you the merchandise. That's the same thing with my job. It's like, you're there for storage. Like, I ain't got to sell you on that. I
Right.
got to sell you on this other bullshit.
Yeah.
And the way that they want us to do that, though, they want us to be dumb aggressive. And I'm just like, I'm super passive. I'm like, hey, man, you got to get this insurance. Oh, well, do I? Well, yeah. Actually, it says it on the lease. I don't think it does. I never read the lease. But,
I feel like that's something you should know.
probably.
At least when you're lying to him, you know you're lying to him.
Oh, no. Trust me. I know I'm lying to them. It was like, yeah, it says on the lease. Just fucking do it.
They're
like,
not going to read it.
yeah, I know. There's like a lot of words on the fucking lease. They're not reading that shit. No, I had one dude, he wanted to read that shit word for like every single word. So I told him like, go ahead while you're doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and make some phone calls.
Right.
And he did it. He got the insurance. He was down. I'm pretty sure on the lease it tells you can decline the insurance,
Yeah.
but whatever. He read it. He went with it. But I just tell people like, look, man, you got to get it. And then sometimes I'll tell people like, look, man, if you don't get it, I'll get in trouble. Like I'm like honest with people. I just don't like, look, dude, just get like if they give me those feels like, okay,
Right.
you're cool. Like
Yeah.
you get it. You hate everything like I hate everything.
Yeah.
So guess what? If you don't get this insurance, I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah.
So you want to get this insurance? What's the lowest one I can get? You can get this one. Okay, cool. Like, that's all you need to do.
Show them a picture of all of your 8 children that you clipped out of a newspaper or something. Like, look at my children.
Like,
I can't
these,
lose my
You could just
job.
have your cousins line up because y'all look alike. So
like, these
that would
pictures
work
don't even
perfect.
match. Like, well, I adopted 12 of
Yeah.
them. Like,
These
there's
are all
only 8.
Asian children. What do you? What? What? It's new. I adopted every single one of these.
Like, you know how it is in China. Like, come on now, these are mine.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Look at this kid. Look at him. Do you want him not to have
Well, see,
food?
the thing is, though, if you're adopting them from China, it would be girls, not boys. So that's where you messed up.
That's kind of the point of the joke.
It's whatever they identify as.
Why don't we give her a
Oh,
microphone?
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. This is like, yeah, it's a new age. Like,
Yeah.
there's no boy or girl.
New. That's been around forever. You just got stupid people that like to suppress other people going, your thinking's wrong. Like, okay.
That's never going away.
Well, look,
Unfortunately.
Like
No,
there
yeah.
has been plenty of cultures that have had better views than you for like, okay, cool, we'll go with your
Look,
way.
I don't really
Awesome.
give a fuck what you want to be.
Right, I don't care.
Just
don't be
a
an asshole.
shitty
That's all
person.
we care.
Like, if you have a tallywhacker, you want to call yourself a chick with a dick, that's cool too. I don't care.
I mean,
I'm still cool to everybody who's gonna be whoever they're gonna be and what they're gonna be, but just don't be a shitty person. Then I'm not gonna be cool to you. I'm gonna push you down the stairs
that's
in
our
your
goal for
wheelchair.
hers. One, to make sure she doesn't
Shitty
need
human.
therapy because of something we did, and two, she's not a giant bitch. I don't want to
Yeah.
raise an asshole.
Yeah.
So like,
right.
no. That's
I mean-
about it. I mean, you gotta be mean when you gotta be mean. Things happen, but I don't
Wait,
want
are we talking
anybody
about with the
using-
kid or just
the
people?
kid?
Oh,
That's my goal.
You gotta have a backbone, but you don't want to be.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to be a
You gotta
doormat.
know when to push
Yeah.
and when to just roll with it. So.
man, like let that kid try to get mouthy. You know, like, I will.
Well, she
You know who I
fights
am?
Ooh.
Like, hey, I was raised on DMX.
Just the first 2 albums. So.
Yeah, just the first two albums.
too.
Like, once the third one hit, I was like, like what songs are on there? I like those 3 songs. All right, we cool. Like, you got a greatest hits? Like, yeah, it's the first 2 albums. All right, word, I'm down.
Does he have a greatest hits?
I'm
Yes.
sure he
God.
does.
I was just on Amazon because I pulled up DMX. I was like, let me
Yeah.
listen to DMX, and it was the greatest. I was like, well, let me just listen to the first album.
Yeah.
Sophie
It's
got
like-
upset the other day because you weren't in one of the videos. She goes, but all those guys look like Daddy. Why isn't he in the video? I said,
Racist.
Because Daddy wasn't there for the video shoot.
He's-
She goes,
he's
"But
in the
where
back."
Was he? Like,
in the
no,
back.
I can't say that because she'd be like, I need to see it. Like,
It's like we all don't look alike. Fuck. I mean, we kind of do sometimes.
she used to cry when she'd see guys in the store that looked like him, and he wouldn't hold her because she thought it was him.
That can be a problem.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
That might be an issue.
That could be a problem for the guy too, because he's looking like,
I don't want. No. Get away. Get away.
and his wife's like looking at him funny, like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, I don't know this woman. I've heard that before. Like, no, I really don't know this woman.
And she's sitting here crying, Dad, 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 Dad.
So that's, leave it to my kid to ruin someone
I mean,
else's
she
family.
stopped that, and now I just have to explain who Uncle Daddy is to everybody because
Yeah, that's suspect.
I have a best friend whose husband's name is Eddie. So she calls my best friend Auntie. So I said, you can call him Uncle Eddie. And she said, no, Uncle Daddy. And he thought it was adorable. But I was like, no. Can you say Ed? She's like, Ed. And I was like, D. Now, by mind, she's almost 2 at this point. I was like, okay, say Uncle Eddie. She goes, Uncle Daddy. And it just stuck. So she knows his name is Eddie, but she just likes to call him Uncle Daddy. And when she tells people this in public, I'm like, let me explain. Like, I know this sounds like a little off.
I think you should just go with it
I'm like,
at that point.
I get looks. I'm like, just, oh, goodness.
It's not how it sounds. I promise.
That's not what it is.
I mean, it sounds fucked up to me.
This is her uncle and her daddy. This is her other dad.
It's just real confusing at that point. It's like, look, all right, just sit down. Let me explain this shit to y'all. Anyhow, so as we're 50 minutes in and we've already done our intro, and as y'all probably guessed,
This was a 50-minute intro. That was it.
and as any episode of this podcast goes, there's never really like a outline or a topic per se, because even if there were a topic, we get sidetracked anyway. But we do have our guests here that we're very appreciative of. So thank you for making the trip down, and thank you for bringing this delicious soda.
Thanks for having us.
Soda wine.
You call it wine, but nah, I know soda when I taste it. And this shit's getting me fucked up. Like I'm over here rocking in the chair, like don't fucking fall, because you fucking fall, everything goes with you, and it's just gonna be embarrassing. Like, but so to be like a real interviewer.
Oh God.
He's got questions?
No, not really. Like there's just shit coming off the top of my head. I was gonna actually write questions while I was at work, but then I was like, dude, you're just gonna lose the paper.
I told her because she hasn't listened to your podcast because she's a bad person, and
I got merchandise,
We
son.
have
saw the
we
mug.
have a mug. At
I got
home.
my mug before he got his mug.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, somebody when I saw like somebody ordered a mug. Well, shit, I gotta order a mug. Like, and I was like, which one do I order? Like,
But I told her to on the way down to come up with 5 questions to ask you, meaning, but she doesn't know a single thing about you. I was like, come up with 5 good questions to ask a complete stranger that you know nothing about. And so what she did is she slept.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can come up with questions while sleeping.
When you sleep.
Yeah,
I
so,
can ask questions.
Okay, let's hear them.
You want all 5 of them?
Yeah.
I can come up with like 2.
All right. Well,
Sounds like you don't have 5 then.
yeah, 2 and 5 are different numbers.
I have 2, and then I can develop the other 3.
Okay. Well, let's hear at least one.
They were with it. Now let me sing a song.